How long does it take to go from 20% body fat to 10% body fat? So maybe you are what looks like 20% body fat. You've got a bit of extra cushion that you don't necessarily want, holding a bit of extra weight in some areas you don't like, maybe your stomach, your back. Whenever I gain weight, I always get fat in my face. But you want to shred down, right? You want to see your abs, you want that chiseled jawline. How long is that going to take you? We're going to use a transformation I took Brock through last year as an example. So let's say you are 200 pounds at 20% body fat, give or take. That means you have 40 pounds of body fat on your body. In order to go from 20% body fat percentage to 10% body fat, you need to half the amount of fat you have on your body. So we need to drop 20 pounds of body fat. How long is that going to take? We know that the appropriate rate of loss is around 0.5 up to 1.5% of your body weight on average per week, every week of a diet. So let's meet in the middle and just say 1%. 1% of our starting weight at 200 pounds is 2 pounds per week, every week. How do we go about losing 2 pounds per week, every week? We know that there are roughly 3,500 calories worth of energy in 1 pound of body fat. So in order to lose 2 pounds worth of body fat in a week, we need to be in a 7,000 calorie deficit per week or a 1,000 calorie deficit per day. Now, that does not mean you need to eat 1,000 calories per day. It means you need to find your maintenance and then eat 1,000 calories under your maintenance per day, 7 out of 7 days, to achieve the 7,000 calorie deficit across the week and drop 2 pounds worth of body fat per week. Now, if we do this every single week, we're going to drop 2 pounds. It is going to take us 10 weeks or 70 days in order to drop our 20 pounds and go from 20% body fat to 10% body fat. Now, the problem is eating 1,000 calories underneath your maintenance is going to be very hard for a lot of people. So we take a multifactorial approach where we will reduce food, but also increase output, usually via steps, via just going for an extra walk almost every day. On top of that, as you lose weight, your metabolism slows down somewhat. So unfortunately, the amount of calories you get to eat whilst still having the deficit you need comes down and down and down. So it could take 10 weeks. It could take 20 weeks. It could take 30 weeks. It really depends on how willing you are to push and how many diet breaks, planned or unplanned, you need along the way. So you've seen the math. Now, whenever you see something online that tells you you can do this in 6 weeks using this special supplement or join my challenge or do this man shake, you know the math don't math. Expect it to take longer than you would think. Expect it to be hard. Expect it to be harder than you think it's going to be. But if it is important to you, it will be worth it.